Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue on with the bombers. So today, we'll be going over the Tu-95 Bear H. Tu-95 Bear, title Tupolev, Tu-95, and Tu-142, NATO reporting name Bear, type 4 turboprop long-range bomber and maritime reconnaissance aircraft. Program, Tu-95/1 prototype with 4 8,950 kilowatt or 12,000 shaft horsepower. Kuznetsov 2TV-2F turboprops. Flew 1952 was destroyed during testing. Tu-95-2 with 8,950 kilowatt or 12,000 shaft. Well, that says EHP. I don't know what the E is. Obviously, HP is horsepower. Is it supposed to be engine horsepower, maybe? TV-12 turboprops flew 1955. 7 Tu-95As, NATO designation Bear A, took part in 1955 Aviation Day flypast. Operational with Strategic Attack Force 1956. Tu-95M, Bear A, was modernized production version. Experimental Tu-95K of 1956 airdropped the MiG-19 SM-20 aircraft equipped to test features of the KH-20 missile system. Production Tu-95K-20, Bear B, of 1959, was armed with a KH-20 or a NATO designation AS-3 Kangaroo air-to-surface missile. Tu-95KD of 1961 was similar to Tu-95K-20 with added flight refueling nose probe. Design features: unique large high-performance 4 turboprop combat aircraft, all-swept high aspect ratio and mid-wing configuration, fuselage same diameter as US Boeing B-29 Soviet Tu-4. Main landing gear retracts into wing, trailing edge nacelles. Contraprops with high tip speeds, slight wing anhedral, sweep back at quarter chord 37 degrees on inner wings, 35 degrees outer panels. Landing gear: hydraulically retractable tricycle type. Main units consist of 4-wheel bogies with tires approximately 1.5 meters or 5 feet diameter, and hydraulic internal expanding brakes. Twin wheel steerable nose unit. All units retract rearward. Main units into nacelles built onto wing trailing edge. Power plant: 4 KKPM Kuznetsov NK12MV turboprops. Each 11,033 kilowatts or 14,795 horsepower. 8-blade contra-rotating reversible pitch type AV60N propellers. Fuel and wing tanks: normal capacity 95,000 liters or 25,100 US gallons or 20,900 imperial gallons. Flight refueling probe above nose extends forward further 0.5 meters or 1 feet 7 inches as it enters probe. Fuel flows through duct on starboard side of front fuselage to main tanks. Flush light each side of probe and upper part of nose aids night refueling. Accommodation: crew of 7 pilots side by side on pressurized flight deck. Other 4 crew in forward compartment face rearward. Comm operator behind pilot. Nav defensive systems operator further aft on port side. Flight engineer behind co-pilot with spare seat for an observer. 6th flight crew member, equivalent to US bombardier navigator, aft on central seat. Gunner and rear turret compartment with entry via ventral hatch. Remainder crew enters through hatch in top of nose wheel bay. No ejection seats. Conveyor in flight deck. Floor carries crew members to hatch and nose wheel bay, with landing gear lowered in emergency. Astrodome in roof over 6 crew members. Avionics for Bear D: large I-band radar, big bulge, NATO designation big bulge, in blister fairing under center fuselage for reconnaissance and to provide data on potential targets for anti-shipping aircraft or surface vessels. In ladder mode, PPI presentation is data link to missile launch station. For PRF range J-band circular and sector scan navigation radar, NATO designation Shorthorn. I-band tail warning radar, originally NATO designation Behind, later NATO designation Foxtail, and housing at base of rudder. SRO-2 IFF, NATO designation Odd Rods. A321ADF, A323Z Doppler radar, A325Z/321B TACAN DME, and ILS. Avionics for Bear H: Nav bombing radar, NATO designation clam pipe under nose. Weather radar above with ECM fairing each side. Duct for cooling air from rear of lower radome to rear fuselage on port side. Gunfire control radar, NATO designation box tail at base of rudder. RSB and short range nav system, bow and arrow antenna under box tail radome. Small pylon mounted ECM pod on each side at base of tail gunner's compartment. Triangular D-band IFF antenna on top of nose refueling probe, IR warning domes, each with about 200 discrete circular windows under nose and above wings on top of fuselage. For Allen bouncer ECM jamming system with tooth-shaped antenna to port side of under nose IR warning dome and under rear fuselage, RWR each side of front fuselage and fin. Armament, see notes applicable to individual versions. Dimensions external for Bear F. Wingspan 51.1 meters or 167 feet 8 inches. Wing aspect ratio 8.39. Length overall 49.5 meters or 162 feet 5 inches. Height overall 12.12 meters or 39 feet 9 inches. Propeller diameter 5.6 meters or 18 feet 4.5 inches. Weights and loading for A, Bear F, Mod 3, B for Bear H. Weight empty, B, 90,000 kilograms or 198,415 pounds. Max fuel for A, 87,000 kilograms or 191,800 pounds. Max takeoff weight configuration A, 185,000 kilograms or 407,850 pounds. Configuration B, 188,000 kilograms or 414,470 pounds. Max landing weight, configuration B, 135,000 kilograms or 297,620 pounds. Max wing loading, configuration A, 594.7 kilograms per meter squared or 121.8 pounds per square foot. Configuration B, 604.3 kilograms per meter squared or 123.8 pounds per square foot. Max power loading, configuration A, 4.19 kilograms per kilowatt or 6.89 pounds per shaft horsepower. Performance, Bear H, max level speed at sea level 350 knots or 650 kilometers per hour or 404 miles per hour. At 7,620 meters or 25,000 feet, Mach 0.83 or 499 knots or 925 kilometers per hour or 575 miles per hour. At 11,600 meters or 38,000 feet, Mach 0.78 or 447 knots or 828 kilometers per hour or 515 miles per hour. Nominal cruising speed 384 knots or 711 kilometers per hour or 442 miles per hour. Takeoff speed 162 knots or 300 kilometers per hour or 187 miles per hour. Landing speed approximately 146 knots or 270 kilometers per hour or 168 miles per hour. Service ceiling normal 12,000 meters or 39,370 feet, with max weapons 9,100 meters or 29,850 feet. Length 49.5 meters, height 12.12 meters, wingspan 51.1 meters, max takeoff weight 185,000 kilograms, max wing load 594.7 kilograms per meter squared, max level speed in knots 350 knots at sea level, and service ceiling of 12,000 meters. So here we do see there is a picture of the turbofan engine here, or the turboprop engine I should say. And then we have a photo album with a couple pictures. This one looks like it's on a landing approach. One in flight. Got another one in flight. And one on the tarmac. And here we can see the 3D view, and it's a very low-res model. It's obviously only meant to be a target. They don't really have anything to show the contra-rotating propellers. They just have their standard propeller sprite. But yeah, not even a transparent cockpit window. No rendering of the tail gun either, but it is what it is. It serves its purpose as a target for me to shoot down repeatedly. So, with that, we'll be, about an hour, we'll be doing our final video on the bombers in this section, and then next week we'll be moving on to the helicopter section. So with that, Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.